The power of grit, the secret to success. Intro. What do a spelling bee champion, an Olympic athlete, and a musical genius like Mozart have in common? It's not just talent, it's grit. In this video, we'll uncover the secret ingredient that separates top performers from the rest. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to develop it yourself. So if you've ever struggled to stay motivated or wondered why some people seem to achieve the impossible, stick around. Let's dive in. Section 1. What is grit? Grit is the power to keep going when things get tough. It's not just about working hard, it's about working hard for a long time. Psychologist Angela Duckworth defines grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. And studies prove it. Grit is a better predictor of success than talent, intelligence, or even good looks. Want proof? Let's look at some real-world examples. Section 2. The Spelling Bee Champions, a lesson in perseverance. Have you ever heard of the Scripps National Spelling Bee? It's a legendary competition where kids spell ridiculously tough words. Words like guerdon, sticomethea, pneumono-ultra-microscopic silico-volcanoconiosis. Since 2008, Indian-American kids have dominated this competition. But why? The secret is deliberate practice. They don't just memorize words. They break them down, study language patterns, and train for hours every day. They have grit, the determination to keep going, even when it gets boring. Section 3. Mozart, a born genius or a product of grit. Mozart is often called a child prodigy. He composed music at 5 and performed across Europe as a kid. But was he just born a genius? Not exactly. Mozart's father was a musician and started training him intensely from a young age. Mozart practiced for hours every single day. Studies show that anyone can develop perfect pitch if they start early enough and practice deliberately. So, was Mozart born special? Maybe, but he also put in the work. Section 4. The Science Behind Grit. So what does science say about grit? A study at the Berlin Academy of Music found that average violinists practiced 4,000 hours. Good violinists practiced 8,000 hours. World-class performers, over 10,000 hours. This is where Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000-hour rule comes in. Practice something for 10,000 hours and you'll become an expert. But here's the twist. It's not just about the number of hours. It's about how you practice. Section 5. Deliberate practice. The secret to mastery. Regular practice is just repeating the same thing over and over. But deliberate practice means 1. Getting feedback from a coach. 2. Pushing beyond your comfort zone. 3. Focusing on weaknesses. Example: a researcher worked with a student named Steve Fallon to improve his memory. At first, Steve could only remember 7 to 8 digits. But after 2 years of deliberate practice, he could recall 82 digits in a row. That's the power of deliberate practice. Section 6. The role of mental maps. Elite performers also refine their mental maps. Take chess grandmasters. They can play multiple games at once, blindfolded. How? They don't memorize individual moves. They recognize patterns. Same with Michael Phelps. At the 2008 Olympics, his goggles filled with water. He couldn't see, but he had practiced so much he knew exactly how many strokes he needed to reach the finish line. He still won the gold medal. Section 7. Learn to embrace boredom. The biggest challenge in developing grit? Boredom. Even elite athletes and musicians get bored. The difference? They push through. Spelling bee champions make studying fun. They use music to memorize words, quiz themselves in creative ways, celebrate small wins. So if you find yourself getting bored, don't quit. Make it fun, find small wins, and keep going. Conclusion, the key takeaways. So what can we learn from all this? 1. Talent is overrated. Grit matters more. 2. Deliberate practice beats regular practice. 3. Mental maps help experts master their craft. 4. Boredom is part of the journey. Embrace it. And remember what Will Smith said, You might be smarter than me, more talented than me. But if we get on a treadmill together, you're getting off first, or I'm gonna die trying. That is grit. So, what's your big goal? Comment below and tell us how you plan to develop grit. If you found this video useful, like, share, and subscribe for more insights on success and motivation. See you in the next one.